A sudden tremor spreads across digital platforms as whispers of alleged large-scale negotiations connected to Sheikh Hamdan burst into public view. The online landscape reacts instantly, turning curiosity into a wildfire of speculation. No confirmations are issued, yet the absence of clarity only magnifies the intrigue, inviting millions to interpret the silence in their own imaginative ways. As the speculation swirls, hashtags multiply like sparks in a storm. Users around the world post reactions, theories, and bold assumptions, each adding texture to a narrative built entirely upon shadows. Screens brighten late into the night as people hunt for clues, scrolling tirelessly for any detail that might unravel the mystery behind these rumored negotiations. In newsroom studios, journalists attempt to decode the frenzy with cautious precision. They analyze the timing, the sources, and the sudden global attention, careful not to treat hearsay as truth. Their conversations thread together skepticism and curiosity, acknowledging that the story's potency lies not in facts, but in the world's fascination with the figure at the center of the storm. Across Dubai's vibrant avenues, the public response varies widely. Some dismiss the murmurs as exaggerated chatter born from the digital age's appetite for drama. Others wonder if the rumors hint at a major development quietly unfolding behind palace walls. The city hums with unspoken questions, its atmosphere thick with anticipation. Meanwhile, influencers take to live streams, dissecting every angle with animated commentary. They cite cultural traditions, past royal events, and speculative motives, weaving elaborate theories that leave their audiences both dazzled and divided. Each live stream becomes its own arena, where excitement and doubt collide in real time. Social media analysts track the conversation's explosive reach. New data charts reveal how swiftly the story has migrated across continents, carried by reposts, debates, and speculation. The analysts highlight how global narratives can form within minutes, sparked by nothing more than suggestion, amplified by collective imagination. Inside private gatherings, the topic provokes spirited exchanges. Some argue that the scale of the rumored negotiations suggests something significant in the making. Others caution that large claims often come from small sources. These moments of intimate conversation reveal how deeply people feel connected to stories involving symbolic leadership and admired public figures. Amid the digital noise, scholars step forward to provide context. They explain how rumors often become reflections of society's hopes, fears, and interpretations of leadership. Their insights encourage the public to examine why certain stories ignite so quickly, and what that says about modern desires for direction, stability, and spectacle. Creative minds seize the unfolding drama as inspiration. Writers craft essays exploring the psychological allure of royal mystery. Visual artists design fan art swirling with symbolism. Poets pen verses about the tension between truth and fantasy. The rumor transforms into a muse, sparking artistic expression across cultures. Yet as creativity flourishes, another voice rises, a call for restraint from those who value privacy and authenticity. Supporters emphasize that until verified information emerges, all claims remain speculative noise. Their steady reminders challenge the rapid, unfiltered consumption of unconfirmed narratives. At the same time, international audiences observe with increasing intrigue. The story transcends borders, becoming a global conversation about influence, responsibility, and the enigmatic nature of leadership. People who have never visited Dubai find themselves captivated not by facts, but by the mystery itself. The palace, maintaining its usual composure, offers no statements. This dignified silence shapes the narrative more strongly than any explanation could. It becomes a mirror that the world projects its theories onto. As the digital tide continues to swell, subtle shifts begin to appear in the global conversation. Commentators who once spoke with certainty now adopt more reflective tones, acknowledging how easily emotion can overshadow evidence. The rumor, once treated like an emerging revelation, slowly becomes a lens through which people examine their own expectations of public figures. What began as a claim now transforms into a deeper dialogue about influence, transparency, and the restless hunger of modern audiences. Behind the noise, communication experts dissect the anatomy of the frenzy. They point out how timing, mystery, and the magnetic presence of Sheikh Hamdan created a perfect storm that algorithm-driven platforms eagerly magnified. Their analyses reveal that the real engine behind the drama is not the claim itself, but the way global networks reward speculation. These insights spark new debates about responsibility, not only for those who start rumors, but for the millions who willingly circulate them. Even so, the emotional investment of the public doesn't fade. In countless private messages and group chats, people share their interpretations as if solving a grand puzzle. Some examine past public appearances for hidden signs, while others argue that such efforts blur the line between admiration and intrusion. These conversations highlight a growing awareness that fascination can sometimes disguise itself as entitlement, especially in a world where access to information feels unlimited. In creative studios across the world, filmmakers and storytellers begin imagining cinematic scenes inspired by the digital uproar. They envision sweeping shots of desert palaces, quiet council rooms, and glowing screens filled with speculation. For them, the essence of the story is not the truth of the rumor but the global reaction it triggered, a living narrative fueled by collective imagination. Their interpretations add yet another layer to the phenomenon, blending reality with artistic possibility. As the days stretch onward, the rumor evolves into something larger than its origin. It becomes a study in how information spreads, how assumptions multiply, and how influential figures inevitably become canvases for public projection. The phenomenon reveals the immense power of collective attention in a hyper-connected world. Whether the rumored negotiations hold any truth or evaporate into digital myth, the global reaction exposes a deeper truth about humanity's hunger for stories, especially those woven with mystery, influence, and the magnetic presence of leaders who capture the world's imagination. Meanwhile, observers who value moderation stand as calm voices amid the noise,